January 11th, 2022 marks 20 years since the opening of Guantanamo Bay, the infamous U.S. prison in Cuba, known as a symbol of injustice and torture across the world. When and why this product of the United States' war on terror was set up, and will it ever shut down? Our next report gets you more.
January 4th, 2002. Brigadier General Michael Leonard received an urgent deployment order. A small force of U.S. Marines and sailors left for Guantanamo Bay, a U.S.-run military enclave on Cuba's south coast. The team had just 96 hours to build the first 100 prison cells in time for the first plane load of captives arriving from Afghanistan. The job was done. A grid of chain-link cages surrounded by barbed wire, and 6 plywood guard towers manned by snipers were set up. 5 windowless huts were added for interrogation. This was Camp X-Ray, a prison camp built in 3 days, later turned into the sprawling Guantanamo Bay prison camp. January 11th, 2002. The first 20 detainees arrived at the Guantanamo U.S. military prison. The facility was set up after U.S.-led forces invaded Afghanistan in pursuit of the Al-Qaeda network behind the 9/11 attacks.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
During the Bush administration, in the aftermath of 9/11, hundreds of foreign terrorism suspects were locked up at Guantanamo. Many detainees have narrated an account of torture in the prison. The U.S. government has acknowledged that interrogators used now-banned techniques, including sleep deprivation, extreme temperatures, and loud music. Prisoners were also chained in painful stress positions. The CIA admitted using waterboarding, a simulated drowning technique, on 3 captives, and returned detainees home or to a safe third country.
The continuing operation of Guantanamo remains a stain on U.S. policy and its reputation worldwide. It has tarnished its legacy as a leader of moral authority. It has handed a recruitment card to groups like the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda, which say, look at what the U.S. is doing.
Once holding nearly 800 people seized around the world and transported to the facility, today Guantanamo holds 39 prisoners, 27 of them without any criminal charges. Some of them from the very first months after it opened. As per reports, 9 detainees died in custody between 2002 and 2021. 7 of them reportedly from suicide. None had been charged with a crime. 3 out of the past 4 U.S. presidents tried to shut down the facility, but it still stands. U.S. President Joe Biden had said that he aims to close the Guantanamo Bay prison by the time he leaves office. However, reports say the Biden administration instead will be expanding the facility, with the new $4 million courtroom to be built this year. The United States has spent more than $5.48 trillion on the war on terror, including $540 million a year, just to detain prisoners at Guantanamo. Today, 20 years on, around the world, the Guantanamo Bay prison remains one of the most enduring symbols of injustice, abuse, and violent military disregard of law and human rights. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.